morning, class. How are you all doing today? Hey, that's good, that's good. How was your weekend? Alright, good to know, good to know. Is there any absentees today? Ooh, very good, none. Okay, let's start. Let's all stand up and let's start our prayer. Mr. Francisco, can you do the prayer? Thank you. Thank you for that prayer, Mr. Francisco. So, do you remember the... Oh, let's all sit down first. So, are you all remember our discussion last week? Yes, we discussed different types of computer. So, Mr. One, can you tell me at least 3 kinds of computer? And nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, you can now sit down. So, we discussed different types of computer last week, and today we're gonna discuss their components, their parts. So, I'm just gonna open our PowerPoint. So, here is the 5 basic computer parts. So, next slide. So, first, before we go to our main topic or main discussion, let's have a group of activity so we can, enjoy our lesson. So first, the class should be divided into 2 groups, guys. 2 groups. And we will be given papers with letters printed on it. And the teacher will give you 10 minutes, I will give you 10 minutes to look at your modules and read the parts of the computer and its function. After the allotted time, the teacher will give 5 questions about the computer parts, and the members of the group should identify which part the teacher was asking and spell it using the word in the papers with a letter on it. The faster team who completes the word will get the point. Ready? So I will give you 10 minutes now, guys. Are you ready? So the 10 minutes is starting. So guys, 10 minutes is up. So go to your groups now, and then let's start our little game. So I'm gonna ask the first question now. Be ready? Are you guys ready? Nice. Okay. Okay. First question. This is the main printed circuit board which holds and allows communication between many of the crucial electronic components of a system. What is this part? I give you 10 seconds. 3. Nice. Group 2 spelled it out first. Oh, let's see if the letters correct. It's correct. It's the motherboard, guys. Okay. Question number 2. You ready? You have the first point, group 2. Next part is a specialized electronic circuit designed to rapidly manipulate and alter memory to accelerate the creation of image in a frame buffer intended for output to a display device. Graphic, that's the keyword. Then the timer starts now. 5 seconds. Oh, the group 2 got it again. We got the video card, that's right. Well done, well done. Group 1, you should go a little better. So the third question. Next is a form of computer memory that can be read and changed in any order. Typically used to store working data in machine code. 5 seconds, go. Nice one, group 1. Now you got it. That's right. It's the RAM, or random access memory. Okay, we got 1, 2. Our scoreboard. Next question. Our next part is a technology consisting of computer components and recording media that are used to retain digital data. Storing, that's the keyword again. Ready, and go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice one. The group 1 got it again. Oh, we got a tie. The word is storage. Remember that, class. Next question. So we have 2, 2. It's a tie, huh? So this next question will make the other group winner. So let's go. Last question. This is the electronic circuitry that executes instruction compromising a computer program. People call it the brain of the computer. 5 seconds and go. Who will gonna win? And up. Nice one. Group 1 got the last question. It's the CPU or the central processing unit. That's right. So we got the group 1 winner, so they will get the plus points in our quiz next week. Thank you guys. You can now arrange your seats and let's go to our main topic for today. Our lesson proper. Next slide. So, the first one is the motherboard, as you can see. As we can encounter just a while ago. Motherboard, this is the main printed circuit board which holds and allows communication between many of the crucial electronic components of a system. This is where you put the other parts of the computer and communicate to each other. So as you can see, motherboard is like the skeletal system of the computer. So this is where you put the other parts, the CPU, the RAM, the GPU, and other parts. So let's go to the second part, the central processing unit or the CPU. So this part is often called the brain of a computer thanks to its direct communication to the motherboard and communication with all of the computers and components. So as you can see, if the motherboard is the skeletal, this right here, the central processing unit, is our nervous system, or this is the brain. Okay, so next one, graphics processing unit or GPU. So in this part of the computer is very widely known on gamers and multimedia artists. So graphics processing unit or video card, in other words, is a specialized processor originally designed to accelerate graphics rendering. That's the B word. These components boost the display of your computer. So anything that on your display of the computer, graphics graphics processing unit or video card will always boost it or upgrades it. So this is a very good component of a computer. So next part. Okay, we got the RAM or the random access memory. RAM is the super fast and temporary data storage space into a computer needs to access. Computer will not boot up without a RAM. So as you can see, RAM is for example, you are opening your computer. When you open the computer and you open for example, your browser, your Chrome, Google Chrome, your MS Team, the data that you need to open those will be stored in RAM, or the random access memory. So without it, you cannot open anything, and you can open your computer itself. So our next part. Okay, our last part is the storage. So the storage this is where your files, music, and other documents go. So for example, you're gonna download some movies in your computer. This is where the movie will store in our storage or in our RAM. This is our memory too. So next slide, we got two storage types of we got two types of storage in our computer. Sorry, my bad. So first is the hard disk drive or the HDD. So HDD is a traditional device that uses mechanical platters and a moving read-write head to access data. So this right here as you can see, has a disk. So that's why it's called the hard disk drive. Okay, so next one, we got the solid state drive or the SSD, the second type of storage in our computer. So SSD is faster, newer, and better than HDD. So we got this, and as you can see, it's more lighter than the HDD, and it doesn't have any disk inside, so it is not that sensitive, unlike the HDD. And for example, you're gonna boot up the computer. When you boot up in HDD, it will take at least, I said, 1 minute, and while when you have the SDD, it will at least take only 10 seconds. So that's how powerful the SSD is. So next I will that's the 5 parts, okay, and then next I will show you where they were put in. This is a built-in, or this is a completely built computer or system unit, as the other people said. So I will show you where the 5 basic parts is. So as you can see, this is the computer. So there's as you can see, there's a big fan right here. Under it is the processor, or the CPU, or the brain of the computer. So next is here. This is where you put the GPU. This is the GPU, or the graphics processing unit. The next one, here, the power supply. This is the power supply. This is just a device that, or um, a component that will power up the whole PC or the computer. So this is where you put the RAM, or this is the RAM, the random access memory. Next, the motherboard, of course. This is where the other parts were connected, or put it there. So here is the of course the storage, or the HDD. This type here is the HDD. We got no SSD in this system particularly, but some of the built-in computer has SSD. So that's it. That's our 5 basic parts of the computer. Thank you for listening, guys. So guys, let's have a little recap. So can you can you say at least two, Miss Moreno, right? Okay. Say at least two of our basic parts. Mhm. Good job. How about Miss Matabang? At least one. Give me at least one. And their function. That's good. That's good. And then lastly, Mr. Lim, can you give me the last two? Excellent. That's right. So next slide. Let's go. With our another group activity. So group yourself again into two groups. The teacher will give you the computer parts, and you will have to build it and put the components right to each other. There will be an instruction paper that will be given to you, and you should follow it. The teacher should still guide you in the process. So group yourself into two groups just a while ago, and then I will give you the PC parts here. This is the PC parts of group 1. This is the PC part of group 2. So I will give you some instructions, and you will build a system unit. So here. So this activity will give I will give this activity a 30 minutes, so we can continue to the lesson after we complete this activity. So the 30 minutes is up, guys. Can I see your build, group 1? That's correct. That's correct. Nice. Excellent. Excellent. How about group 2? Okay. Okay. That's right. You guys listen well in our topic. That's good. Excellent, guys. Bravo. Clap yourself. Yes. Thank you for listening. So our last activity for today, class. Let's have it. So here we have our definition of each parts, and as you can see, there is a word under it, and these words are jumbled. So you will just arrange it and get the correct word according to the definition of the following item. Yeah. Okay. I will give you for only 15 minutes. You can do it in 15 minutes. It's only easy for you guys. I know it. Because you listen well in our topic for today. So, I will give you 15 minutes. And timer starts now. Okay, the 15 minutes up, guys. You can check your work by exchanging in your seatmate. So, let's check it right now. So, the number one is the brain of the computer. It's very easy. What is it? That's right, the processor, Mr. De Leon. Okay. So next, number two, this is where your files, media, and other documents go. Number two, that's right, it's the storage. Number three, primary memory of the computer. Primary memory. You cannot boot up without this. What is it, Mr. Roman? Okay. That's right, the random access memory. So, next is, it enhances the quality and graphics of the computer. Yes, that's right, it's the video card. Lastly, our last part, of course, without, without it, the components will not interact with each other. One of the most important part of the computer. Yes, that's right, it's the motherboard. So, we next slide, we're gonna continue. So our assignment for today, pick one of the five basic computer parts and search its background history. Write down the history of your chosen computer part. Copying and pasting your answer from the internet is not allowed. So I will encourage you guys to deeply more I more learn more deeply in this topic. So every part, try to research it and have a little knowledge of his history, because it is very important to learn the history of a certain topic, especially when we want to learn it and have a knowledge on it. So this will be checked on our next week meeting. So that's all for our lesson for today, guys. Thank you all for listening, and give yourself around all around of applause. Thank you, guys. So before I end this lesson, I will leave a quotation for one of the great man ever existed. Next slide. The one small step for man is a giant leap in mankind. So that's for you to understand and compromise it and comprehend it. So thank you guys for listening.